Good. I almost said good morning. It is not morning. It's definitely not morning. Good evening. It was Watkins Glen again today. Honestly, y'all, it was still a little bit boring, but it was better than yesterday, I think. Um, I I learned something new today. I did not realize that Connor Zilisch and Jesse Love were best friends. They consider themselves best friends. I didn't know that. So I learned something new today. That's kind of cool that they got to battle each other for the win. I wonder sometimes if they're still friends after these events happen. But so, you know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna take this out because it's annoying me. I was running late today. There. That's much better. Now I need a better part, but hey. I'm a mess, y'all. I don't even know if my shirt I might have got barbecue on my shirt after. Like I said, I'm a mess. But anyway, if you're just discovering my channel, my name is Amy, aka Blind NASCAR Fan. And I obviously am blind, and as the name suggests, I'm a big NASCAR fan. And the purpose of my channel is, well, mostly I talk NASCAR, but I also will do question and answers about blindness, and sometimes I throw in some Lego just to be random. I like random. Um, but I started my channel with the idea to do accessibility reviews, I call them, of all the racetracks and race shops, and maybe even the NASCAR Hall of Fame, because I didn't do one on them, but they were really, really good. Um, I should totally do one on them. It's been 2 years, but it was an awesome experience, and I would totally do it again. Um, and if these places want to, I can help them, like I can give them suggestions on how to make their facilities more blind friendly if possible. I've discovered a few things. So that's kind of the purpose of my channel here. But if you are a race fan also, you know that it was Watkins Glen today. And like I said, it was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. Better than yesterday, but and the ending was fun. Um, I really thought that Jesse Love was gonna win. Like for a while I was thinking he wasn't, but then right at the end I was like, "Oh, yeah, he's gonna do it." And then nope, he didn't. But I'm looking at comments. Okay. So nobody's commented yet, but that's all right. Um, so Brent Cruz took stage one and Connor Zilisch took stage two. Uh, Justin Allgaier felt super bad, apparently. I guess maybe he should have, because it's not like him. And I don't think it was intentional. I don't know. Uh, Sheldon might have thought it was intentional, but it more or less ended his day. I don't know if he was able to continue on. Like They didn't tow him, I don't think, away, but I think he did, if he did keep going, he didn't finish on the lead lap. I don't remember where he finished, but Allgaier felt bad apparently. He sounded very upset with himself in his post-race interview. Um, so I was wrong again today. I'm back to horrible pickings. Today, though, I went with who I wanted to win and not really who I thought would win. So, and you guys know if you watched me long enough, you know I always want Allgaier. So, yeah. I'm checking out the comments real quick. Hello, hello, welcome. It says there are 30 watching. Thank you for watching me. Yay! Welcome, welcome. Um, what else can I say? Seriously, y'all, like, the most exciting part of the whole race for me was the end with Jesse and Connor battling. I think it was those two. Was there four of them on the Rising documentary? Or was it they're just three of them? It was Jesse Love, Carson Hocevar, and Raja Caruth, but was Connor actually one of, or was it just those three? I can't remember. I need to go finish it. I haven't watched it since January. I need to go finish it, but I don't know if I will. I get started on something and I'm like, hey, this is really good, and then I don't finish it. But um, yes, the heart does what it wants. Does want what it wants. That is true. Doesn't always get what it wants, but that is what I do. That's why I don't play sports betting, cause like I pick from the heart and not from like who will actually have a chance at winning. Sometimes I do, but like, cause sometimes they'll say, "Oh, you need to put so and so on your fantasy team this week," and I'm like, "Okay," so I go do it, and if I put them on my fantasy, it's like the kiss of death for their points for that day. Like they're basically not gonna finish the race if I put them on my roster. It's really bad. Uh, but yesterday for the trucks, I picked what I thought was a good pick. Like I didn't pick because in the trucks, my heart always leans towards Ty Majeski. But today I just went with who I wanted to win and not who I thought would do it. And I was wrong. I gave myself a second option and I was wrong even with my second option, but it was a logical choice. I didn't realize this was the third time that Connor raced at Watkins Glen and didn't know it was going to be his third win either. Am I an American? Well, yes. That's a random question, but I guess it's not. But I feel like, I don't know, I'm old school, and I feel like if you are a NASCAR fan, you're most likely American, which is not nice because there's a lot of Canadian fans too. But um, what else can I say about today? Y'all, I was really struggling to stay awake for part of today's race. Not because it wasn't interesting, because I think the different strategies that drivers had made it interesting. I don't remember what laps they pitted on, but at the end, I usually don't like fuel mileage races, but it kind of made this one interesting, like not knowing it. I feel like they just cut it close, like they just barely made it in the fuel window. Oh, Brazil. Hey, welcome. NASCAR is awesome. Um, I okay, well, I think the lower series are more awesome than the what they call the Cup Series, but um yeah. My sister calls me the NASCAR evangelist. If you come with me, like if you hang out with me long enough, I'll talk about it with you and then like we'll end up going to a race together and you'll be hooked for life. It happened to my mom, it happened to my brother-in-law, even my friend from New York. She doesn't watch it, but she knows more about it than she ever would have if she wasn't my friend. So, yeah, if you like motorsports, you might like NASCAR. I don't know. Some people, I think, honestly, even though they still say it's number one, I think IndyCar is more popular. But okay, I'm not gonna lie. The one of the guys on the IndyCar radio broadcast, his accent drives me crazy. Like I can't handle it. So I don't listen to it as often as I might otherwise. I listen to the Indy 500 and I listened to I think it was St. Petersburg earlier in the year where they had the NASCAR IndyCar crossover broadcast. Wherever that. Oh, Phoenix? Maybe that was Phoenix. Yeah, I think that was Phoenix. Wherever they were at. Now I want to say it was Phoenix, but that was pretty cool where they kind of mixed them all up together. That was pretty cool. Um, but because that guy's voice drives me crazy, I don't listen to a lot of IndyCar. I kind of think that I might want to. It seems pretty interesting when I do listen to it. Um, but I don't know. I know more about NASCAR, so I stick with what I know. Um, apparently, we had another. Actually, I think it happened twice today with the crashes on pit road. It did. I don't remember who it was. I think that it was Carson Quabble and maybe Sam Mayer. Where the two cars basically they didn't hit each other, but they almost trapped the crew guy between the two vehicles and he ended up he ended up losing control of the tire because he got hit by the other car. And I didn't hear any penalties given down from that, but I thought they would have given one to whoever was driving the car that hit the poor guy. They said he jumped up and continued changing the tire, but before they took him to the care center. And I never did hear, I assume he was okay because they didn't say anything, but I never did hear, so I don't know for sure. But that's kind of a scary incident. And I didn't hear them giving a uncontrolled tire penalty to the team that lost the tire because of that incident. I don't think they should have if they did, because it wasn't his fault. But I didn't hear anything about penalties, so I don't know. Maybe they didn't give any out for that whole situation. I feel like maybe there should have been one, but shouldn't there be a safety violation for hit the guy that hit the guy? I don't know. Pardon-moi. I remembered it today. I didn't remember my water yesterday, but I remembered it today. Um, and then the other incident with Connor Zilisch and SVG, I think whoever it was, I don't remember if it was radio or TV, but I think they were right, and they said he just got confused. I think it sounds confusing, like they're pitting backwards, basically. It sounds confusing. uh, anyway, I see there's some new people, so welcome, welcome. I am talking NASCAR, so if you have opinions, if you think that my opinions are stupid, you can tell me that too. I may not respond, but you can tell me. Tell me your opinion about stuff. Um, I guess. Okay, if you guys watching are technical people, tell me what the purpose of the splitter is, because the more times cars go through the grass at these places and they get off the ground and it tears up the car, like the more times this kind of stuff happens, I don't understand what the splitter is for. Like it just seems like a nuisance. Like it seems like it causes more problems than it helps. So tell me what it does, because I think it's kind of silly. You know what I said last week in my oh, Victory 1959. I like your name. I have a program called a screen reader that's built into my phone. If you get an Apple product, it's called VoiceOver, and it comes factory, like it comes on every Apple product, and it reads everything on the, well, theoretically, it reads everything on the screen. Now, this sometimes depends on the developer of certain websites, but in the case of YouTube, it reads the chat fine most of the time. It gets usernames all screwed up, so 9 times out of 10, I'm not saying usernames because I get them wrong. But I think Android devices have something called TalkBack, which is the same concept. The thing with Android devices, I learned recently that you can download your own, like a third-party screen reader. You can't do that with Apple, but VoiceOver is pretty good. Like, they have a lot of variety in voices that you can use, and it reads a lot. Like, they've, so I say this, I complain a lot. Okay, like I do. And there's a lot of improvement that could be made. But when you think about how far we've come since 2000 in screen reading technology, well, really only since I think VoiceOver came out in 2009. So since then, we've made a lot of improvements. Not me, but like in general, they've made a lot of improvements. There's still work that could be done, but it will read everything on the, like, all text, and then it will read the emojis, and it reads, like, it tries to describe pictures. It's not always the greatest at that, but it tries, and it'll read the text in images too. So hopefully that answers your question. Um, I don't know what I was talking about before I answered that question. I forget. Obviously, it was NASCAR, but I don't remember what it was. I get sidetracked really, really easily. I forget stuff. Um, but yeah. Any other questions? Uh-oh, I screwed it up. Hold on. There we go. You're welcome. I screwed it up. I got my cursor like I don't know what I did. I do that sometimes. But I as for being a happy person, I try to be positive. I'm not always, but sometimes I admit that it's a not an act per se, but like I guess it's overcompensating for whatever. But um yeah, I try to be pretty upbeat and positive, especially on these kind of shows, because like nobody really wants to see you like boo-hoo, woe is me, my life sucks. Like I don't think people want to watch that, so I mean, sometimes it does, but usually when it does, it doesn't have anything to do with being blind. And um, you know, I know I was talking about NASCAR, but I forgot what what I was talking about. Um, I think that a lot, well, probably most of my joy comes from Jesus. 'Cause like there's a lot of things I don't know if I could do if he wasn't there for me. Um, or things I just don't know if I would even want to do if he wasn't. So, Governor, welcome. Victory, thanks for the like. I appreciate that. Everybody watching, you can like me too. I like likes. Not me, but like my video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my content. We've kind of gotten off the topic of NASCAR, but if y'all want to talk about NASCAR, we can keep doing that. Or we can talk about whatever you want. I don't care about if we get off topic. Honestly, I really don't. I just like talking to people, so I wish I knew how to like comments while I'm live because I would like Victory's comment. A couple of them. Um, yeah. I saw in my Facebook memories the other day a post I really wish I could somehow convert to here on YouTube. Maybe I should just see if I can braille it out and read it because it's really good. And it's funny how often we come back to this topic because it was talking about race cars without sound and it compared them to a bunch of different things like I don't even remember what all I put in it. Some of them were my own thoughts, some of them were copied from somebody else. But it was like peanut butter and jelly without the jelly or something. You know, it was like random stuff like that. It was really good. And excuse me, I believe I screenshotted it, so maybe I will try that because it goes back to the topic we had last week of the electric vehicles, well, the crossover vehicles, but the ones that they want to use apparently are electric, and nobody wants quiet because electric means quiet. Nobody wants that in NASCAR. So I should really find this post and it'd make a good YouTube short. That is true. That is true. You know what I've been doing? This is the noise that you've been hearing. This is the case that my earbuds come in, and I get fidgety, and like I need to get something like that doesn't make noise because this I could drive y'all crazy. It's like the clicky pin, that people get. I call it a clicky pin. The little pin with a little button on the end, and you push the button and the ink goes up or down. I used to play with those. Like, those were fidget toys before there were fidget toys. And today it's the case for my earbuds that I'm using so you don't hear my screen reader. I think you're crooked, but I can't fix it because my tripod is wonky. Um, your mileage. That's funny that how you put that. Makes me think of the fuel mileage from today. Stop playing with it, Amy. I'm gonna hide it from myself. Is it really hiding if I'm the one hiding it? But I put it in the Lego bucket. Now I have to go dig for it if I want to play with it. Now I need something else to play with. Um, what else? I didn't have a lot to talk about today from the race. Like most of what I've talked about is not, well, I'd say I guess it's 50-50. But I used to think, I said this last night, but I'll say it again. I used to think that Watkins Glen was fun because the very first time I watched a race there, it was Marcos Ambrose, who I have a crush on. Can you have a crush on an accent? Because it wasn't really him. Like, I didn't necessarily care about his personality, and I never met him, so I don't know how he is with fans, but his accent was awesome. Him and his Australian accent was awesome. Um, but it was him and Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski, and I don't know what happened. I don't remember how the oil got put down on the track, but it made it even more interesting, and that race was fun. So I thought, "Oh, I like this track." But then, like, that's the only race I remember there, y'all. Like, I think it was, no, that was Pocono. I was gonna say, I think it was there where they had to stop the race for fog, and they probably have done that before, but the one I'm thinking of was Pocono. I don't know if Watkins Glen has lights. Uh, I should have looked that up before I went live, because I didn't even think about it until just now. And I don't know. And I'd ask Miss Smart Speaker over there, but she doesn't know squat. She can tell me who won the race, but she can't tell me the points leader. She'll say, I don't know how to help you with that. Um, but anyway, I see a few new viewers, so welcome, welcome. Give me some comments if you want to keep the chat going. We started out talking about NASCAR, but we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. We can talk about the barbecue I had for lunch. We can talk about my watermelon shirt. My hair. I feel it moving on my head. Is that weird? So, I don't know if you can see all of this shirt. I don't think you can in the current setup I have going on, but it's a red stripe, a blue stripe, and a lime green stripe. And the top half of the stripe, technically it's two different stripes, but I call it the top. The top half of the stripe is lighter than the bottom half, and the background is white. And I see the blue, I don't know where the blue comes in. Or the white, honestly, but I see the red stripe and the green stripe, and for some reason it makes me think of watermelon. So, and my mom said the same thing. So we've dubbed this the unofficial Ross Chastain shirt because he's the watermelon man. So this is the watermelon man shirt. And really, I don't know why, because everybody else I say that to, it literally was just my mom and I were weird because everybody else is like, huh, what? But I think it reminds me of watermelon every time I see it. Even before I knew who Ross Chastain was, I saw the pattern on this shirt when my mom and I were selling LuLaRoe, and we were like, "It looks like a watermelon." It doesn't, honestly. Like, not really. Oh, they do not have lights there. Thank you. I gotta figure out how to say your name. John Blind? Or is it Juan? Maybe it's Juan. See, this is what I don't like about. This is what I don't like about voiceover. I don't know how to pronounce half the stuff that comes up on my screen when it comes to usernames. I didn't think they had lights there, but I wasn't sure. And you're probably not even still watching. But thanks for the comment to tell me that. Um, that was a long time ago, so you probably gave up on me acknowledging you. But I saw you. I hope you're here to know that I saw you. You probably got bored with my LuLaRoe talk, but hey. Thanks for the comment and thanks for watching whatever little part you watched. um, hey, we had some radio chatter today that I actually understood. It was Allgaiers telling whoever, I don't even know the names of the people on his team, which is pathetic, but I can't keep up. They keep changing on me. But he was telling them to apologize to Sheldon for the incident. And I don't know how Sheldon will feel, like I said at the beginning, but I didn't think it was intentional because that's not Allgaier's style. Like, I hope Sheldon doesn't think it's intentional because I learned this year that if he thinks it's intentional, he might come back and do something stupid to Allgaier later as payback. So hopefully he doesn't think it's intentional. But it's not Allgaier's style. Even if Sheldon had done something to warrant it, Allgaier's not like that. He's not going to do something like that. Sometimes I wish that he was. It's days like last week where I wish that he was willing to just move people out the way. But he doesn't do that. Not even for a win, really. Which is partly why I like him, but still. I don't know. $34 minutes. Look at me. I didn't think I'd be talking this long. All right. Um, I see some new faces or new viewers. It doesn't give me faces, and even if it did, I wouldn't be able to see them. But I see some new numbers. So welcome, welcome. If you have any comments to contribute to the NASCAR discussion, if you want to add your opinion about anything that happened, if you think I'm being ridiculous, I am ridiculous. I admit it, but you can tell me. Just do it in a nice way, because if you're mean, I might block you. Um, well, speaking of watermelon and my watermelon shirt, or watermelon and the fruit, I might go eat me some. It's a really good thirst quencher if you're really thirsty. And so I will give y'all a minute or two to post some comments. In the meantime, if you like my craziness, or if you want to see my future accessibility reviews, subscribe to the channel and you'll get notifications when I post new videos or when I go live. Um, if you are feeling generous and you want to help me with my mission, the link in my bio will take you to where you can donate to the cause. And I guess that is all I have. I don't see any more comments coming in. So I'm going to say